You were almost 30 when you got married.
28.
I was 30 when I got married. People are waiting longer to get married these days. In fact, there are 1 million more single Americans in their 30s than there were just a decade ago. So why are people waiting, and what are they looking for now? Here's ABC's Lisa Fletcher.
Settling down and raising a family was something Jill Gaynor nearly lost sight of, having spent much of her 30s launching her own business.
It took a lot more work than I could have ever predicted, and it took me away from everything else in my life for a long time.
She isn't alone. The most recent statistics show more than 10 million Americans, men and women, in their 30s have never been married.
People are hitting 30, 35, and suddenly it's, wow, I forgot to get a personal life, and I forgot to do that self-exploration because I've been so focused on my career. Welcome.
Hello.
So we decided to gather a group of 30-something single men with relationship coach April Beyer for a social experiment to try and understand the roller coaster world of dating.
Do you think that dating in your 30s is different?
It's not so much casual dating anymore. It's a little more serious dating.
When you get older, the expectations are a little different. Your priorities are different.
What the men don't know is that while they're talking about dating, we're behind a one-way mirror with a group of 30-something single women listening in.
Would you all prefer right now to meet someone and fall in love?
Personally, I mean, I feel like I was ready yesterday.
And I have a mantra: my 20s were for learning, my 30s are for earning.
How quickly would they be honest about that in a dating situation?
Well, you wouldn't find out until you started getting, phone calls not returned and...
While the men said they would date women in their 30s, they mainly reported seeing mostly younger girls.
Are women in their 30s as attractive to you as women in their 20s?
Uh-oh.
I think, I don't think there's a difference. Because there's some women that are 35 that look like they're 24. If they hold themselves up well.
Is there negative to dating a woman in your age range in the 30s?
Oh, whoa, hold the phone.
2 words: emotional baggage.
Okay, so you're saying a woman in her 30s is going to have too much emotional baggage?
Not all of them, but there are some.
Wouldn't you, as a man in your 30s, have the same amount of emotional baggage?
I have plenty of emotional baggage.
And then the all-important issue of who picks up the tab.
I like to pay. That's just the way I've sort of been raised. It's very old-fashioned. I take care of the person I'm with.
I don't think people should be looking for their mate. That's just it. I think people should be living.
I'm not sure exactly what he's going to look like, but I really kind of feel like I'm close.
For Good Morning America, Lisa Fletcher, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Very interesting. And if you want more advice on dating in your 30s from the coach that you saw there in the piece, April Beyer, you can log on to abcnews.com.